You may remember her as the yearning Choti Bahu.
इसमें शर्म की कौन सी बात है रे?
Or the wistful Pakiza. Or even the forlorn Parinita, but with her curly locks, tear-laden eyes and anguished voice.
आप भी एक बेज़मीन इंसान हैं। नवाब साहब, क्या ये मुमकिन है कि आप मुझे माफ कर दें?
Meena Kumari is most remembered as Indian cinema's eternal face of tragedy. Even though she played the tragedy queen with inimitable ease, few know that she hardly became an actress by choice. Born Mehjabeen Bano in 1932 to struggling theatre actor Ali Baksh and stage dancer Iqbal Bano, she was forced into films as a child artist. Mehjabeen was all of 7 when she debuted in Vijay Bhatt's Farzane-Watan as baby Meena in the year 1940.
The idea of her studying in school didn't occur into anybody's mind. She being a pretty child, and among the 3 she was the most talented too. It was her father's idea that she should be introduced to the film industry.
She had become the meal ticket. She didn't have a normal childhood, and from the age of 6 or 7, she was just being hawked around from place to place as a child artist. And the money that she made, the family survived on that.
Her early films till the 50s were mostly mythological ones, like Veer Ghatotkach and Shri Ganesh Mahima. To support her family, the young actress churned out nearly 20 films even before she was 20 years old. It was in 1952 that a young Meena Kumari was rediscovered by Vijay Bhatt. With Baiju Bawra, baby Meena finally transformed into Meena Kumari, the actress.
तू गंगा की मौज में जमुना का धारा हो रहेगा मिलन ये हमारा हो हमारा तुम्हारा रहेगा मिलन ये हमारा तुम्हारा.
Her performance won her the first ever Filmfare Award for Best Actress in 1954. Next came Bimal Roy's Parinita. Meena Kumari's performance as Lalita got her the Filmfare Award for the 2nd consecutive year.
I watched Bimal Roy's Parinita after Parinita release. I was amazed to see how young she was, because the Meena Kumari I knew of was a Meena Kumari from Pakiza and from Sahib Biwi Aur Gulam. I think that was the one film where you saw Meena Kumari as a girl. I think everywhere else you saw her as a woman, but the one common thing in Meena Kumari throughout to me was a certain longing. You know, she epitomizes the feeling of longing.
At 21, Meena Kumari already had the biggest and best offers coming her way. Personally, Meena Kumari was still in the first flush of her huge success when she met the charismatic writer-director Kamal Amrohi on a film set in 1952. For Meena Kumari, it was love at first sight. A popular writer and director, Kamal Amrohi was not only 15 years older but also a much married man. When Meena Kumari was hospitalized following an accident, the two drew closer to each other.
मुझे खबर मिली कि मीना कुमारी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया है महाबलेश्वर से लौटते वक्त, और काफी चोट आई है, उनका हाथ पात ये वो सब, वो तो हमेशा के लिए डैमेज हो गया था. तो वहां हम पहुंचे. मीना कुमारी की बड़ी बहन उस वक्त वहां मौजूद थी. तो उनका लो भाई, जिसका इंतजार था वो आदमी आ गया. ये फिक्रा उन्होंने, यहाँ से वो कहानी शुरू हुई. यानी मेरी जिंदगी में उनके आने की.
Meena Kumari and Kamal Amrohi were married by the end of 1952. The actress by now had begun to scribble her first few Urdu poems.
रात है रात की सदके की सहर होती है.
Kamal Amrohi was a real person, you see, who inspired her to become a poetess. And had he not come into her life, maybe she wouldn't have been that beautiful poetess that she was.
Their creative partnership led to a film called Daira in 1953, which many believe was inspired by their own love story. This was also the time when Meena Kumari and Kamal Amrohi first came up with the idea of Pakiza. Little did they know that it would take another 16 years before the film would finally be completed.
चलो दिलदार चलो चांद के पार चलो
हम ही तैयार चलो
चलो दिलदार चलो चांद के पार चलो.
When Pakiza was started, it was started with great, fanfare, and it was a very ambitious project for both of them, both Meena Kumari and Kamal Amrohi. I think before the film went underway, I think there was a rift, and they were not getting along well at that time. So the communication became very difficult.
Till 1960, Meena Kumari acted in some of the biggest hits of the decade, which include films like Sharda with Raj Kapoor.
मेरा कर्तव्य
कर्तव्य तुम्हारा प्रेम
प्रेम प्रेम का ये मतलब तो नहीं कि हम जिसे प्यार करें उससे शादी भी हो.
And the love triangle Dil Apna aur Preet Parai with Raj Kumar and Nadira.
किसी का प्यार लेके तुम नया जहां बसाओगे ये शाम जब भी आएगी तुम हमको याद आओगी अजीब दास्तां है ये कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी न हो समझ सकी न हम.
Coming up on Bollywood blockbusters after this break.
एक काम तो कर दे जा थोड़ी सी शराब ला दे.
She started keeping brandy into a bottle of Dettol.
चलते चलते
और जब 4 फरवरी सन 1972 को that film was released, it was released with a very, very grand scale.
मैं तो तुम्हें भूतनाथ ही कहूंगी. भगवान के कई नामों में से एक है वो तो. और तुम मुझे छोटी बहू कह सकते हो.
Meena Kumari's best was to come in the year 1962 when she played Choti Bahu in Sahib Bibi Aur Ghulam, produced by Guru Dutt. As the alcoholic, self-destructive youngest bride in an aristocratic zamindar family, Meena Kumari delivered what many consider one of the finest performances ever by an Indian actress.
जाते कहाँ हो? जवाब दो मुझे. तुमने मुझे दूसरी बहू जैसा समझ रखा है ना, किस बिस्ते पर?
मगर तुम क्या उनसे अलहदा हो? आसमान से उतरी हो क्या?
हाँ हाँ, अलहदा हूँ। अलहदा ना होती तो मेरे नसीब में ये दुख क्यों? न जाओ सैया छुड़ा के मैया, कसम तुम्हारी मैं रो पड़ूंगी, रो पड़ूंगी। न चल रहा है सुहाग मेरा, जो तुम न होगे तो क्या करूंगी, क्या?
In the same year, Meena Kumari created history by sweeping the nominations for the Filmfare Best Actress Award with 3 nominations for her performances in Main Chup Rahungi, Aarti and Sahib Bibi Aur Ghulam, which eventually won her the award. Uncannily, her role in Sahib Bibi Aur Ghulam was also a reflection of the turmoil she was going through in her own personal life.
तूने मुझको हाथ लगाया, पराई स्त्री को छुआ तूने? निकल जा यहाँ से, निकल जा!
Meena Kumari's marriage was slowly falling apart. Her rising popularity resulted in a strained relationship with Kamal Amrohi. The couple eventually separated.
Ego and a few misunderstandings led to few clashes. Eventually, they separated. But that separation never led to divorce. Let me tell you that till the end of her life, ये छोटी अम्मी ने कहा था कि कमाल चंदन, अगर तुम मुझ पर कोई एहसान कर सकते हो तो एक एहसान करना। कहने हाँ मंजू, बोलो क्या करना चाहती हो? कहने कि उन्होंने कहा कि मुझे कभी तलाक मत देना।
During this phase, the actress took to alcohol, much like her character in Sahib Bibi Aur Ghulam.
एक काम तो कर दे जा, थोड़ी सी शराब ला दे।
अब तक तुम उसे छोड़ नहीं सकी छोटी बहू?
छोड़ दूंगी ना।
She used to love brandy, and she used to drink nearly half a bottle of brandy, and her relatives used to hide the brandy, but she used to keep it in her bathroom. So she was drinking a lot. As she became more and more unhappy, she started drinking heavily.
After some time, she started keeping brandy, the or real brandy, into a bottle of Dettol. And at night, whenever she used to get up, she used to take a bit of sip of brandy and go back to sleep. That is maybe giving her reasons to have a sound sleep. And that was the beginning of her taking alcohol.
Though a few more successes like Dil Ek Mandir and Kajal still came her way, her career now began to give way.
कहाँ है मेरा भाई? तुम उसे ले गए थे ना? मैंने उसे तुम्हारे हाथ सौंपा था। तुम उसे अकेला कहाँ छोड़ा?
Reports of an affair with a new younger hero, Dharmendra, began doing the rounds. They co-starred in Phool Aur Patthar, which went on to become the biggest money spinner that year.
झूठ, बिल्कुल झूठ। तुम्हें किसी से प्यार नहीं। तुम जो कुछ भी कर रहे हो मेरे लिए नहीं, अपने स्वार्थ के लिए कर रहे हो, सिर्फ अपने।
Dharmender, she had thoughts for him. He had a big affair with her. But in the end, what happened, Dharmender did to her was that once Dharmender became a star, he sort of dropped her. And that hurt her very badly, that she had held Dharmender and Dharmender had dropped her.
मेरा माजी मेरी तन्हाई का ये अंधा शिगाफ, ये के सांसों की तरह मेरे साथ चलता रहा।
Apart from alcohol, Meena Kumari also took solace in writing poetry and went on to record her verses in an album titled I Write, I Recite, set to music by Khayyam. She poured her emotions into her poems, which she handed over to her friend, the writer Gulzar, who later published them as a collection called Chand Tanha under the pseudonym Naz.
चांद तन्हा है, आसमां तन्हा, दिल मिला है, कहाँ कहाँ तन्हा.
By the late 1960s, Meena Kumari was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver. When the actress returned after a visit abroad for treatment in 1969, Sunil Dutt and Nargis, who saw the rushes of the incomplete Pakiza, convinced Meena Kumari and Kamal Amrohi to reunite and complete the film.
पाकीज़ा के रशीद देखने के बाद में सुनील दत्त साहब को बहुत खुशी महसूस हुई एंड ही वेंट टू मीना जी एंड सेड कि देखो मीना, अगर ये फिल्म पूरी नहीं हुई तो ये ना सिर्फ तुम्हारे लिए और कमाल साहब के लिए नुकसानदेह साबित होगी, बल्कि ये पूरी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री का लॉस होगा।
After a long break, Pakiza went back into production. This time in color, as Amrohi got the CinemaScope camera to India for the first time. This also meant reshooting the entire length of the film. Not an easy task, considering Meena Kumari's critical health condition. Since the actress had lost the prime of her beauty due to her alcohol problem, Meena Kumari was worried about her on-screen appearance.
पाकीज़ा के बंद हो जाने के बाद 1968 में जब पिक्चर वापस रिवाइव हुई है, तो छोटी अम्मी ने बाबा से कहा था कि क्या मुझे तुम उसी तरीके से पाकीज़ा में दिखा सकोगे जिस तरह से तुमने दिखाया है? बाबा ने कहा कि मैं कोशिश करूंगा। इसकी शुरुआत तो मौसम आशिकाना ही है, जहाँ जब उन्होंने शुरू किया।
मौसम है आशिकाना है, दिल कहीं से उनको ऐसे में ढूंढ लाना, ऐसे में ढूंढ लाना, मौसम है आशिकाना।
Pakiza, the moving tale of a Lucknowi courtesan aspiring for a more respectable life, finally opened with a grand premiere in 1972.
जब 4 फरवरी सन 1972 को दैट फिल्म वाज रिलीज्ड, इट वाज रिलीज्ड विद अ वेरी वेरी ग्रैंड स्केल। यहाँ पर मराठा मंदिर के प्रीमियर शो पर छोटी अम्मी आई। पाकीज़ा का प्रिंट एक चैरियट के अंदर उसको लाया गया, बड़ी धूमधाम से उसका प्रीमियर हुआ और उन्होंने बाबा के साथ में वो फिल्म बैठ करके देखी और देखने के बाद में वो हैरान हो गई और कहा कि चंदन, मुझसे एक वादा करोगे कि नहीं, इस फिल्म के बाद में कोई और फिल्म मत बनाना।
Pakiza was slow to pick up initially at theatres. 3 weeks into the film's release, Meena Kumari passed away on the 31st of March 1972. And this cruel twist of fate made the masses flock the theatres, making the film a big success eventually. The actress's most ambitious film yet became her last one and also one of her biggest hits. Her untimely death made it a cult classic.
मौत ने चुपके से जाने क्या कहा, जिंदगी खामोश होकर रह गई।
चलते 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 यूं ही कोई मिल गया था, यूं ही कोई मिल गया था, सरे राह चलते चलते, सरे राह चलते चलते।
जिस तरह से शाहजहां ने ताजमहल बना करके मुमताज महल को अमर कर दिया, उसी तरीके से पाकीज़ा बना करके मीना कुमारी साहिबा को बाबा ने दुनिया में हमेशा हमेशा के लिए अमर कर दिया।